Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Hey, everybody. I am doing the most. I'm simulcasting. If you do not know, I also go live on YouTube. So please follow the YouTube channel at the same name. Fuck Your Feelings, the show. Sorry, subscribe to the YouTube channel. You follow Instagram. You subscribe on YouTube. So let me get it right. Subscribe on the YouTube channel because I am live there. Got so much to discuss. I actually have to get my other phone. That's what happened. I jumped on so quickly that I forgot my other phone, which I do need to be able to share some stuff with you guys. So give me 2 seconds. I will be back. Let me get my life together. Where's my phone? Where is my phone? Okay, I think I know where it is. Give me 2 seconds, everybody. I will be right back. Where is my phone? Oh, here we go. I was doing too much and I forgot the phone. But I'm here now. Here you go. I'm back. Here we are. It's been quite a week, a day, everything. Thank you guys again. I always say you could be anywhere else, but you decided to be here with me. I do not like my makeup today. I tried a new makeup. I'm not really loving it. Not really loving it, but we're going to have to do. And the guys are like, who cares? But I'm not really loving it. But from the title of those of you coming in through YouTube, you'll see the title I have on YouTube is actually very different than the title that I have on Instagram. The title I have on YouTube is I F'd Up. And the title I have on Instagram is The Manosphere Has Spoken, everybody. I'm a hot MILF. So I found out today that people are now reviewing my videos. This is how you know a bitch has made it. Because the Manosphere is now reviewing my videos. And I'm actually going to play the review from the Manosphere on my video. But you know you are doing something when other people are reviewing your videos. And according to the Manosphere, I'm a hot MILF. They've said a couple of other things. But before I get into that, again, I was shooketh today when I opened my phone and saw that I was being reviewed. But I'm actually going to start with my original topic that I was going to go with, which was I fucked up. I had a moment like this weekend. And I had this moment where I was like, girl, you done fucked up. Why'd you leave that man? I told you guys I was going to be completely honest with you. And this is an honest moment. And it was funny. I was going to sleep and I was just having these dreams. I just kept having these dreams that he wasn't okay. The dreams that were coming to me, the way he was coming to me in the dream, he's never come to me in the dream. And I just woke up and I was like, oh my God, he's not okay. But I was like, girl, that's not your problem anymore. He's not yours. He's not your problem. And then I had a moment. I was like, did I fuck up? Did me not being in his life lead him into a place where he's not okay? And thank you. The Chop team says, welcome to the Manosphere. Listen, when I played this video, let me tell you, I was very flattered by the fact that the Manosphere called me a hot MILF. Like, I know apparently I'm supposed to be insulted. Listen, I have such thick skin. Somebody actually messaged me that knew me from high school and was like, girl, you have such thick skin. Like, I have thick skin and nothing really bothers me, right? So I was just like, monetize my ass. Keep reviewing my videos, please and thank you, because it means I will get monetized sooner. And a girl is not just sharing her life just to be sharing her life. I got way too many things to do. I'm sharing it to make some cha-ching to bring it up. Anywho, so back to my moment of I fucked up. It was a split second. It was a split second, but I started having these thoughts in my head. And maybe some of them were actually triggered by things, surprisingly, that people were saying on social media. And I don't let a lot of things bother me, but honestly, things and words go into your subconscious and they show up in different ways. So I think they were showing up through the dreams, and they were showing up through me just going like, girl, did you fuck up? Like, you're 43 years old. What do you look like? You have this man who was taking care of you and doing all these things. And yes, he came with a lot of drama and there's all of this shit, but you should have just fought through it. And you should like, and I was like, no. It was literally a split second, but I was like, no. And it made me realize how much like we could have other things penetrate our thoughts. I know why we're not together. I'm very clear why we're not together. It's not, again, because we don't love each other. It's because of every other reason I've told you guys, which I do not have to repeat. And so that moment of I fucked up was me allowing some of the self-doubt to come in of, can you do this again? Can you go and, I don't want to replicate what we have because I don't. I do not want to replicate what we have. I do not wish that on anyone. However, for those of you who have been following us for a while, you saw the love between two people. And I started this show to change the conversation around Black relationships. And I thought we were doing an amazing job at that. We were having some discussions and people were inboxing us. And I thought, girl, this is your opportunity. You're showing people. I wanted you guys to believe in love again. And I feel like a lot of people had lost their way. And I thought, you were supposed to be committed to a commitment. What are you trying to show these people? How are you changing the conversation if your own relationship can't work? If everything that you're like, we're saying to these people, if all of the work that you did, what does that look like? And I had to have that moment where it's like, I'm still changing the conversation. I'm still going to change the conversation around Black relationships. And I'm still going to take you on a journey. And I'm going to still speak positively about love and Black love. And I can do all of that sitting here by myself for now, because I will not be alone forever. And I had to switch that moment in my mind of you fucked up to be like, no, you did what you needed to do. Because let me tell you something. The people that are coming in my life right now, the men that are showing up in my life are more of the men that I've said that I desire. They're showing up. There were people who said that they were waiting in the wings, and they, funny enough, saw the relationship I had with my ex and admired it and was hoping for something like that for themselves. And then when I got single, they made their presence be known, and they're showing up, and that's so important. And I am now more cognizant of what it is that I want. And I'm not afraid. I mean, I think it was funny. I was speaking to the CHOP team right before the show, and there was part of me that, when I made that breakup announcement, I thought people are going to just unfollow. Like, nobody cares about my single journey. Like, we were a package deal, and people liked what we were saying. And, who's going to follow this show talking about changing the conversation in Black relationships when she can't keep her own relationship together? And maybe there are people who still think that, right? Like, to a lot of people, my ex was the ideal man, physically and mentally and all of those things. He was. So if I can't keep him and we can't stay together, what do I have to say? Talking about that a little bit. Like, I expected that most of you would just no longer tune in, no longer follow, no longer care. And I'm so grateful that you've stuck around, because this journey is important for me. Like, I didn't start this show for myself. I remember sitting down with the ex and talking about the fact that we were creating something that was really beautiful that I wanted people to witness, but not even just witness our relationship, but really start opening up and having conversations. Because we were having conversations about things that he had said that in his 40 something years, we got together when he was 44, I was 40. Or he was 43, I was 40, whatever it was. Anywho, like these were conversations that hadn't been had in previous relationships, and we had both been married and he had several children. And it was interesting because I was like, these are conversations that people need to be having, because if we're going to talk about bringing the Black community back together, it starts with relationships. It starts with making sure that the foundation of a family is strong. It's making sure that you can design the relationship that you want. I don't think that everybody wanted the type of relationship we had. Absolutely not. But we encourage people to design the relationship that you want. And so when we were no longer together, I thought, fuck. People are just going to think everything we were talking about was fake. And it wasn't. It wasn't. We were very real. We were very authentic. Sometimes maybe too much. Sometimes I would be like, that maybe we shouldn't have. But I wanted to keep it real because that's how you change, right? You don't make change by being safe. I've never been safe on this show. Like I've always just told you what it is. Some people don't like some of the things that I say. Some people don't like some of the titles. Some people don't like the fact that I keep it so real. But it is what I'm going to do, because though I want people to keep it real with themselves, I had to keep it real with myself. Not being with my ex is one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. Starting over without my ex has been one of the hardest things I've ever had to do, but I'm now going to add, it's been one of the most rewarding. My life has flourished since we have no longer been together. It started flourishing when I got back to Toronto. And then it's catapulted since then. The things I am doing in my professional life, next level. I'll be able to share some more insight with you guys over the next couple of weeks, as I'll be attending some events that I want you guys to be a part of. For those of you who are in the film industry, know about the film industry, the Toronto International Film Festival is going to be on in September. And because of my job, I have an industry pass where I will be attending as many events as I can cram in during the 10 days that it's in. Galas that I'll be attending, talks that I'll be attending. I think I'll be meeting some really influential people as part of my job. I would have not been doing that had I been still sitting there in Phoenix. And as much as I miss my ex and I miss our life, the life that I'm now leading is, I'm so excited. I'm so excited about the future. And that's what I had to remind myself when I had that, oh, fuck. Because I didn't miss the life. I missed him. I just missed him. I didn't miss anything that came with him, clearly, but I missed him. And that's not enough to sustain a relationship. I needed to miss everything that came with him. I missed him physically. I missed, what we had. I missed what we had created, but I didn't miss the things that came with him, because the things that came with him were the reason we were not together. And because I was very clear now about what it is that I want, the people that I'm attracting now are lining up with what I want. They are no better than him, because he is who he is and he's a great man, but they're more in line with the life that I want for myself, the things that I see myself, the future that I see myself. And I say all of this to be like, it's okay to have those oh fuck moments when things don't work out. I was planning a wedding. Do you know how difficult that is? As a 40-something-year-old woman getting ready to get married for the second time, thinking, girl, you did it. I love marriage. I love cohabitation. I love all of that. And here I was planning a wedding with this beautiful man who was, taking care of me in so many ways. I had the wedding dress picked out. I just had to go shopping for it. I had my bridesmaid. I had the date. I was working on the venue. We had a wedding email. I had a whole thing happening. And I went from planning a wedding to dating. Oh, I didn't want that for myself. I didn't like our wedding date was it was actually an important date. It was 4 days to the day we had met, and it was the day after what would have been my father's 80th birthday. And I remember thinking to myself, I was going to do something amazing for my father's 80th birthday. And he had passed away, and I had this whole ceremony that I had planned that we were going to do for my father and all of these things. Like, it was important. And I don't have that anymore. That's my past. I walked away from what could have been this thing. But I know in that oh fuck moment, even though I had it because I'm human and it's natural and I'm still grieving and it hasn't even been 2 months. And honestly, it has not been 2 months, but my life has just catapulted in ways that I could have never imagined. Like, honestly, when I bring you inside of the job that I have, it is so exciting. It's nothing that I could have thought of when I came back home and said, I've got to do this again, because in addition to my business and everything else I have, our girl's got things that she needs to pay for, right? But I would have never imagined that this was the opportunity that I would have been given. And I wouldn't have been given that opportunity had I hadn't left and started making different decisions and different moves for myself. So as much as I had a, girl, you fucked up. Like, I was hard. I was like, girl, you fucked up. What were you thinking? Like, and it was a very quick conversation. And then the other part of me slapped myself, and it was like, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. You did what you needed to do to get where you want to be. And unfortunately, that has to be without him. But now let's talk about the manosphere for a second. So, because I'm not going to be long on this, because I made some oxtail today. Listen, ladies, gentlemen, if you work from home and you're busy like I am, I had to do my full-time job and until 5:30, then from 6 to 8, I did my consulting sessions. And now from 8:30 to whenever we finish the show, I'm doing this. Get a slow cooker. I put some oxtail in it from this morning that I seasoned like 2 days ago. And this oxtail is about to be damn delicious, right? Because I got to the point where I was like, I am way too busy to be doing everything, cooking. Like, it's a lot. Get you a slow cooker. It will change your life. Not even a pressure cooker, like an actual slow cooker. You can actually put stuff in there and forget it. But anyways, that's my PSA about still being able to eat well and do all that stuff that you need while being busy. So, who wants to hear what the manosphere has to say about your girl? I actually have to find it. It was hilarious. So we're about to find what the manosphere has to say about me. And because apparently, again, I am a MILF. So we're going to go, and this is what the manosphere has to say. I haven't listened to, by the way, I haven't listened to the entire video. So this will be my first time actually hearing the entire video. But the title of the video is Hot MILF Should Go Back to Her Ex and Try Polygamy and Be Happy. So I'm the hot MILF. So here we...
And I'm the game giver, so I got to get a game out. You feel me? So now you got this woman named F Your Feelings, the show, right? She's posted about her relationship. And so she was in a relationship with a guy. I mean, as you can see, I don't know her age. I think she said she was a cougar. I don't know her age, though. But I think she's a cougar. Or a MILF. One of them. I can't remember. I think she said she was a cougar. Or she's either a cougar or a MILF. One of them. You know what I mean? And Shorty basically said, she's talking about her relationship. So she had a guy she was with, who was what she liked and what she wanted, and she didn't want to. She said she didn't want to be with the guy because he needed to take care of his kids. And she was with the guy and she loved him or whatever, but she just didn't want to raise his kids. And my thing is this. You know what I'm saying? My thing to her is this. Why waste a good 3-year relationship over stupid shit? When you could just, what's wrong with that man? Why can't he just do both? Why he can't do both? What's up with polygamy? Like, why he can't go with his kids, go with the woman or his kids sometimes, and then come back to you sometimes? Why does the relationship have to end because of a misunderstanding? And then why would you not want to love his kids? I mean, you got with this guy accepting the fact that he had kids. So you got in so then you signed up for something, and then when it was time to sign up, when it was time to accept the role, you didn't want to accept the role. It's just like, you know what I mean? And you ain't even got to do any and everything. I'm just saying, like, why can't this man, like, why did this man have to leave you and go to this other woman he had kids with when he could have just had both of y'all? See, a guy like me, I would just been straight up, look, you mine, and that's just what it is. Both of y'all would have been mine. You feel me? That's what I would have did. But I'm with the ancestors. I believe in polygamy. You feel me? So I don't know that guy. He might be a Christian, and if you're a Christian, that may not be what, according to your scripture or whatever, that may not be what you went to. Maybe if he was Muslim, they can have up to 5 wives. I'm just saying, like, it just don't add up. This is why I do what I do, because it's like, what's the point of wasting a 5-10 year relationship over something so simple when if you had everything you wanted, why can't you work with this man and the kids and the wife? Why can't he just go with his wife when it's time to go and then be with you? You know what I'm saying? Why not? See, I had some shit like, if I had to, if I was a multi, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have about three houses, one of my women right here, another one right here, another one right there, and I'm good. I have like, 2 wives, this one get a car, this, you know what I'm saying? 2 cars, you know what I mean? I have them lined up, you feel me? Yeah, that's the type of shit I have, you know what I mean? But that's just my point, like, relationships, like, it's like people take this shit lightly, like, I just don't understand that, you know what I mean? Like, if you was with a guy 10 years, why throw the relationship away for something so simple? It's like, most guys, most of us cheat anyway, right? So why not? Most of us men is not meant to be monogamous. So why throw a relationship away for? And you was happy. You were happy. You were happy with the relationship. Why can't a motherfucker have his cake and ice cream on the side? When we eat at the table, we go out to dinner, whether we eat a home cooked meal, we eat the rice, the vegetables, or, your starch and vegetables, however it go. Whether you vegan or you eat meat, right? You eat your meal, and then you got your cake and ice cream on the side, right? If that's what you like. You might like fruit. You might want a salad. You know what I'm saying? Why waste a good relationship? If you was happy with what was going on, why not tell him, man, yeah, go over there and then come back? Why the ego gotta be involved? You know what I'm saying? So now, you're gonna be on the dating market, and, you could possibly find, everything's possible. You could definitely possibly find the same guy, but that may be very hard. Now you're dealing with a new competition. You're dealing with young lions. First of all, you're going to have to get past the wolves. You're going to have to deal with the crazy. You just you kind of look like a dark-skinned superhead, but I don't even want to call her superhead because I seen a video of her. You know I think her name was Corinne.
Corinne Steffens.
They call her super.
Corinne
I think it's
Steffens.
like Corinne Steffens.
It's Corinne Steffens.
Yeah, Corinne Steffens. You kind of look like a dark-skinned version of Corinne Steffens. It's funny they call her superhead, but to be honest, like the name was overhyped. You know how rappers are. Rappers just exaggerate on fucking anything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Rappers just be exaggerating and shit. When I was a kid, I seen a video of her, and I'm like, man, I got a bitch down the street something way better than her. And I was like 15 at the time, so I'm like, why the fuck do they call her superhead? But that's whole nother story. But you kind of do resemble her a little bit. That's all. Like the video came, I was like, what the fuck? So I did my little homework, but I'm here to push polygamy and all that. You know what I'm saying? Most men, like I said, most men are not meant to be monogamous anyway. So if you had a good man and y'all was together 5, 10 years, 3 years, 2 years, 1 year, and you was happy as hell, why be online posting and sad about it? Well, you can let that man be with the kid's mother and he can come back to you. Why not just share and make everybody happy? That's it. That's all the game I got, man. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I'm out.
I have nothing. I guess it was. Listen, I'm a hot MILF who looks like Superhead, and I probably can have a nice body, and the young men want to tear my ass up. I've got nothing. I heard all positive things, so that's what I filtered out all the rest. Okay, this is all great. Listen, I will take being a hot MILF. Now, clearly, this is a young man. God bless him.
I'm teaching.
Thank you, young man, for finding me and reviewing this, because you had to take time out of your day and do some research and find the back videos and listen to some stuff. So I appreciate you. I thank you. Again, I've got nothing. You were very positive for the most part. It's sorry, I need a second. That, again, I had not listened to the whole video, so you just saw my genuine reaction to hearing some of these things. And you know what? In all seriousness, he isn't wrong. There are things that he said that are not wrong. Let's go to that, right? Like, could I have continued my relationship with the ex and had him go off and be a dad? Sure. I guess, most of you who've been following us for a while know my sexuality, and that I have dated women and I'm open to women, and we were open to, bringing another woman into our relationship per my request, not his. And so, yeah, looking at that, we could have, but we didn't. Because those were not the women that I would have chosen for myself. They're the women he chose, whether he purposely chose them, like the wife, or accidentally chose them, like the baby mama, because she got pregnant. He still chose them. He chose to slide his raw penis into these women and give them babies. I did not choose them. Those were not women I would have chosen for myself for many reasons. And so, no, that was not an option. Was it an option to bring other women in that we chose together? Absolutely. There was a criteria they were going to need to have. There were a lot of things. We had mapped it out. I had thought this through. There was an interview process. We had started interviewing women, But his ex and the baby mom, no. Mm-mm, 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 no. How many times can I say no? No, rien, nada, no way. Not my choices. And so I'm not like I'm not naive. That's the word I'm going to use. I'm not naive to the fact that yes, men cheat. I am not naive to that fact, young men, and cheating is not a deal breaker in my relationship. He did not cheat on me, but it would not have been a deal breaker. The reality is life happens, and life was lifing for us, and the life I wanted wasn't the life that I was living, and I had to be honest. I don't want to continue to be in someone's life or someone continue to be in my life knowing that I want more. It's not better, and I don't like that word. I wanted more, and my more included him, but did not include everyone else that had to come along with him. And whether we like it or not, ladies, when we get with men, the baby mamas are part of the deal. Even if you love the kids, you may dislike the baby mama, but the baby mama comes with the package. The ex-wife comes with the package. The mother-in-law comes with the package. The other women, there's a package that it comes with, especially ex-wives and baby mamas. They come with the package. I didn't want the full package. And it's as simple as that. I didn't want the full package. I wanted partial package. Wanted him. He was great. He was not bad. He was pretty good. Good part of the deal. The rest of the deal, won't take it, don't want it. Like, we outed that fire. And that, so no, young man. So I'm not naive to infidelity. I dealt with it in my marriage, right? Like, I am the product of infidelity. So my start in life was through infidelity. So, like, I'm not naive to what happens in relationships, but what I will not do is tell anybody to stay in a relationship just to be in a relationship. That I will not say. And I don't believe in leaving for petty reasons. We are not together not for a petty reason. Like I said, those kids deserve better than me. I don't want to raise them. Don't have a desire to raise them. There is not a part of my body that wanted to raise that man's kids. I tried raising one, and was successful to some point, but I couldn't have imagined having to have a hand in raising 3 more. And he was going to be a single dad for 2, and the mother of the other 2 will leave that there. I mean, whatever, right? So that was not fair to them. Like, children deserve people in their life that actually want to invest in them, and I wanted no investment other than the investment I'd already given. So that's not fair to those children. They deserve better than that. They deserve better than me because I wanted their father. I didn't really care to have them. That's not cool. So that's really why we're not together, right? Like, I'll take ownership, right? I will take ownership on that. So, all of this, I could have, would have, could have, should have done all of that. Yeah, there's a lot of things that I could have done, but I know what's good for my life. And as much as I have that, oh, you fucked up moment, I'm also looking at the amazing things that are happening. There is just such amazing, wonderful things happening in my life that I could not have imagined, considering the place that I'm in. And sometimes we have to let go, men and women. And again, I speak to the women, but this is for both of you. We have to let go of certain things. Letting go of the relationship wasn't easy. It's still not. It's not even 2 months. This breakup is still very, very fresh, but it didn't break me. That segment, if I was a different woman, may have had me sitting here in tears. I may not even have done the show if it was a different type of woman, but I find it hilarious because I kept saying, bitch, you made it. The manosphere is now finding out about you and making videos, and at least you're hot, right? I made the hot scale. Like, okay, so that means I'm an 8 and above. I'll even take a 7. I know Kevin Samuel said we should use 7, so I'll even say maybe they consider I'm a 7, but I'm above average. So thank you, Manosphere. Appreciate you. I wouldn't get that traction if it was when it was me and him together. We weren't getting that level of traction. They're getting that level of traction because I'm a hot MILF. Damn, I'll take it. Or a cougar or whatever I am. And by the way, I never said I was a cougar or a MILF. This is what this young man said. I have never described myself as either. No, thank you. Not going to. But if that's what the manosphere wants to say, I will take it. So my life has been going in incredible direction. And it's okay, everyone, to have moments where you've made life decisions and you go, oh, fuck. Because it's natural. I fucked up. What was I thinking? I have to do this again. I don't want to do this again. Can I do this again? You start doubting yourself. Will I find a situation like this? Oh my God, is this it for me? You know, there isn't someone for everybody. That statement is so wrong. There is not someone for everybody. We know that most of us will not get married. I've had the pleasure of marriage. I've done it before. I may not have a chance to do it again. I pray that I do. I was this close again to doing it. And so there's this, was that my only other chance? Am I going to have to buy a dog and die alone? Like, let's be clear, like all of those questions have gone in my head. I had the type of men that women want. He was 6'9" and handsome and educated and all that stuff. Am I going to be able to replicate it? Let me tell you something about me and my pheromones. My pheromones are good. My girlfriend told me today, girl, can you please bottle up your pheromones? Because, oh my God, like the type of men that you attract, they're very, very similar. And so the next man sitting beside me likely will be very similar in many ways to my ex, because my pheromones, wow, I don't know. They go out there and people get a whiff of them, and here we are. So even though I have those moments of, oh my God, what were you thinking? You should have fought for it. And it's only actually been one moment. It was that moment I had recently. It was only that moment, because even through the beginning and the thing, there was a level of relief I had felt, because I knew it was the right thing, not even so much for me, but for him. Loving me was keeping him away from the duty that he needed to do, and that duty was parenting. I had already parented. My daughter's about to be 22 years old in a month. My daughter is currently in the UK, going to spend a couple of days in Nice, France, living her best life, right? Like, I had done that. She's going to graduate in October on the dean's list. Like, my daughter has competed in front of millions of people on Canada's Got Talent, and her team came 3rd place. She's been on, like, I did that. That doesn't come easy. Like, you don't have a child at the level that my child is at through sitting around and doing nothing. That took some work. As a 21-year-old woman who graduated university pregnant, I had to commit to that relationship with my daughter to get her to where she was. And I'm honest with myself that at this stage in my life, I don't want to do that. And that was unfair to him. Completely unfair to him that I didn't want to do that. But where I am right now, I couldn't be happier. So Manosphere, thank you for finding out about me. Keep spreading the love. Keep spreading the love, Manosphere. Keep reviewing those videos. Keep introducing me to new audience. Keep doing it all, because I will take it. I will take being a hot MILF, a cougar, whatever y'all want to call me. I will take you trying to break down and figure out my life and whatever you gotta say. But I know that my future is bright. I am confident in where my life will be. I am blessed for what my life was, and I'm so looking forward to what my life will be. And so your girl is not over here stressed about whether she can find herself a new man, whether or not that man is going to be the type of man who her ex was or any of that stuff. I know that because I got the universe, my dead daddy, and God all there, okay, ready and cheering me on to bring that man into my life if he isn't already, who knows. So I'm not stressed about it, but it's okay. It's okay for me to be honest and said I had a moment of I fucked up. I really just had that moment of I don't know if I want to do this again. I'm very honest. I was honest of like I spent 3 years. I'm 3 years older and I don't want to spend another year single and then take another 2 years and be with someone. Then what if that doesn't work? But we take risks and chances in life. And I'm willing to take a risk and a chance that there is a man out there for me that wants to live the same life I want to live and brings me the same level of peace that I will bring him. Who wants everything that I have to bring to the table and knows that whatever he brings to the table, I will multiply and that's what he wants. Who's going to support me, who's going to nurture me because I'm going to do the same for him. I've got to have that because if I let the manosphere or the people in the comments or the whatever, it's not good, I think. So I don't want to be single. It's ghetto. Like I will say that over and over again. But I know that in this time of being single, the man for me will appear. I'm not concerned about it. So thank you, Manosphere. Thank you for being concerned about my future. Keep talking about me. Your girl is doing this so she can make money in her sleep, like I do with my books. By the way, make sure you check out my 8 books on the market, the Sienna series, and No Handouts for Black Girls, because your girl is busy out here. And I am going to make the next man that comes in my life the happiest he's ever been in his. And that's how I will leave you. So thank you for joining me. I appreciate you. Again, if you are not following me on YouTube, please do so and subscribe so your girls can get monetized and share my videos because, listen, again, a bitch has made it because they're reviewing me. I appreciate you. I love you all. I've got oxtail, rice, and corn to go eat. I am done. Good night. See you next week. Bye.